Former President Donald Trump canceled a scheduled press conference meant to challenge his latest indictment, and he's considering skipping next week's Republican presidential debate. KCAU-9's Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt breaks down those decisions.
The former president says he's no longer planning to hold the press conference where he promised to unveil new evidence of 2020 election fraud. He blamed the decision on his lawyers, who are busy preparing for the 4 trials against him.
The system is rigged and corrupt, very much like the presidential election of 2020, and we have plenty of proof on that.
As he fights criminal charges amid his run for another term, the former president is continuing to push unsubstantiated claims about the 2020 election. But Georgia's Republican Governor Brian Kemp is urging him to change course.
The election wasn't stolen here and that we need to stay focused on the future.
Though Trump will have to answer for his election claims in court, the prosecutor in his Georgia election interference case is pushing to start that trial as soon as possible.
This trial, despite what dates anybody's asking for or anything else, it is not going to happen before the election. And the Democrats want us to be focused on things like this.
And Trump's legal team is hoping to delay his federal election interference trial until after the election, too. With 11 million documents to review, they say they'll need until 2026 to prepare. Republican Senator Josh Hawley insists all of the ongoing legal battles won't stop the former president from winning the nomination.
Clearly, the goal here is to keep Trump tied up in court cases. Look, he's going to be the nominee of the party. I mean, he's going to be. And it's clear that they're trying to prevent him from campaigning.
But Trump's Republican challengers are still trying to pull ahead. Chief among them, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who's urging his rival to take part in next week's Republican presidential debate.
I think you owe it to the people to put out your vision, to talk about your record.
According to the New York Times, the former president is planning to sit down for an interview with Tucker Carlson next Wednesday instead of participating in the debate. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.